For this one, I want to use as much of my energy as I can possibly bring to bear. And to do that, I'm going to be combining two different types of strikes. A lateral strike, one that we're going to be focusing on later, and the initial strike on this one is a lateral one. And then after that, of course, a vertical strike, which is, of course, this section. What I'm going to do here, as you've seen already, is I'm going to be driving in using my elbow into his hip. And to do this, I want to generate as much energy as possible. I'm going to do that by lunging laterally across, diving straight into the hip crease and landing. As you can see here, I'm driving with all that body weight, and all of this drop and forward motion ends up spiraling 45 degrees into his hip. It's going to drive the man down into the ground, buckling his hip, smacking his pelvis on the ground, and then as Dutch is modeling there, most likely also giving him a head trauma. At this point in time, obviously, the groin is spread out open for me to strike, and the way I'm going to do this most easily and the hardest hit I could possibly muster is to take my center of gravity, like a rock, throw it into his groin. So that's precisely what I'm going to do. Now, I've been not so kind to Dutch so far, but I'm going to show you how to do this nicely to your partner. Is that we're going to line up, look along your rib cage at where your target is, and you're going to drop in and set your hand down so you can just slow your descent and land with the back of your pelvis. This is a full hip strike. Back of your pelvis into the groin and bladder here to damage the genitalia, injure the bladder, most likely rupture the bladder. This is a huge amount of weight. I weigh about 155 pounds. Dropping all that down into the ground from roughly 3 feet up in the air is going to be very traumatic to your partner. So you need to make sure that you're going nice and slow, being as safe as you can, and making sure that your partner's comfortable with you doing this. From there, after you land on the groin thusly, you just simply turn onto your side, push yourself up through one knee, then you can go after his partner or go on out the door.